So you wake up and Q&T is $30,000 per token. What are you doing and why? Comment down below. But honestly, guys, today we are going to be talking about Q&T. I know a little bit of a change up in the intro, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know who it is. It's Nick. Today we're going to be talking about some crypto assets, aka Q&T. Quant network. There's a lot to talk about. Specifically, I do want to talk to you guys about the $30,000 evaluation per Q&T. We're going to be talking about that and addressing that. But of course, before we fully jump on into everything, I definitely do want you guys to hit that like button. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. And of course, if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. But overall, we are watching Bitcoin closely today. I told you guys that I'm watching 44K being the main target for Bitcoin in terms of bullishness, but we are rejecting off of the 42K mark. I told you guys in my last two videos, I'm watching that closely, and I'm watching tomorrow's open on the indices to really kind of tell me if we are going to see a nice bullish week or if we are going to see a little bit of a rough week. February definitely is going to be a month to watch for. I think that this entire month is going to be very interesting. We are only in the beginning of it, and we have been seeing some nice price action throughout the market, including Q&T up 41.24% on the 7-day span. Again, typical in terms of altcoins, we are ranging below resistance while Bitcoin kind of ranges sideways, which of course could be a little bit of a bore fest, but it's nothing too crazy in general. But our holders tab continuing to grow and grow in numbers. Here we have it from the 5th. We are up a little bit more. This does update periodically, but of course in terms of the holders, we are seeing some nice accumulation and more active addresses holding. Now I do want to talk to you guys about this $30,000 evaluation. We're going to get into that, but we also have to talk about real quick the current prices, because this is in the future. This isn't this bull run. This isn't next year. No, this is in a long-term span. But currently right now, with the current price action of Q&T, yes, we are hitting that nice resistance channel, $144, almost $145. If we break over that, we will see a massive increase in price. Yes, the next major pinpoint is $180 roughly, but in general, from this point to this point, it's going to be pretty quick, I do believe, similar to August, as you guys do see the major price action here. Of course, yes, the leading leapfrog area would be the $180 range, which will pretty much push us above the $280 range if we could break above it. But we have a long ways to go, and of course, we have to watch the price action play out over the next couple days and even few weeks. But we are seeing diminished volume here, which is concerning to me, because it does tell me that we will see Q&T come down and retest a level if we don't have more volume flow in. Of course, I am watching that $112 range. And in terms of the Bitcoin price chart for Q&T, as you guys know, I have been watching this closely as well. This is continuing to diminish in volume, and the strength against Bitcoin is weakening day by day. I am awaiting us to break this structure down here, so I am watching this very, very closely. So with all that in mind, we are going to be talking about this $30,000 per Q&T in this video closely, and I want to talk to you guys about it in a serious fashion instead of me kind of just saying, hey, it's going to go to $30,000 because of this, because of that. No, I want to talk to you guys about the things that are happening in this market currently. So let's get into the why I believe Q&T is worth $402.4 billion in market cap valuation, and let's talk about the $30,000 price target for it. So let's actually go and look into a few things. First off, let's talk about this. So Q&T, in my opinion, is the central bank's #1 pick for interoperability, because they have been having meetings multiple times over the years, especially in regards to, of course, interoperability being the forefront of this. We are, busy meeting government, central banks, partners, and banks to empower their blockchain projects to provide interoperability, flexibility, and choice, something their customers are asking from them, and it's something we can uniquely provide. We're excited about what we've achieved so far and can't wait to release the details of our enterprise customers. This goes back to 2018. And of course, amazing, we had different CB meeting in a couple of weeks. We've laid the foundation for CBDCs to run our infrastructure. And of course, we do see here, love it. We met the Fed for a reason earlier this year based on the work we're doing in CBDCs with central banks. And last but not least, plus 2 other capital markets exchanges that are household names, our interchange technology covering cross-chain atomic swaps and delivery versus payment is what the markets have been asking for, and we've delivered. It's a catalyst for all types of digital assets, including central bank digital currencies. The funny thing about this is, like, I always compare QNT to Bitcoin. But imagine being able to buy Bitcoin knowing that it's disrupting a massive market. This is a huge opportunity for not only you and me, but pretty much anyone that has the initiative to do their own research on an asset like QNT. I know that we are at a $1.6 billion market evaluation. I know that we have 33% less supply than Bitcoin, and I understand that interoperability is such a key layer for central banks. We are already in bed with them. We already have had massive amounts of meetings with central banks, enterprise grade use cases as well. I mean, this is with whole governments as well. Best part about this is that when we're talking about everything that is happening within QNT, we are continuing to see innovation and development and massive upgrades to, of course, Overledger. And we do see here by QNT HODL, QNT coin supply is running out as QNT tokens get locked up for a 12-month contract periods. Everyone should HODL QNT as part of their successful portfolio. And I do completely agree here with the scale of Overledger, with the continuation of Overledger, adoption as well. We are going to see more and more of the supply locked away. We're going to see more and more of the supply diminish off of exchanges as well. It's going to lead to a massive supply shock, whether you like it or not. A lot of people say that it's not going to happen, but guess what? It will happen. And of course, we do see here a Accenture, SIA, and a G42 AI to build instant payment platforms, or payments platform, for the UAE. The funny thing about this is that when we're talking about Accenture and we're talking about SIA, these are 2 partners of QNT. Guess what they need? Interoperability. Everybody says, Bitcoin never had a supply shock. Bitcoin never had this. Listen, Bitcoin never had utility. Bitcoin never had a major use besides being a store of value, if you will. We actually have an asset that has a major use case. It has major potential, and it's being utilized currently in the banking scene by SIA themselves. I want you to all understand the major use case value behind QNT currently. I also want you to all understand that right now, if we're talking about $30,000 per QNT, right? I do believe that in 5 to 8 years, it's a fairly good timeline. Shout out to QNT Investor here. But we also look here, QNT rocket ship prediction, initial utility kicks in probably India CBDC and gets us to $1,000. Influencers start talking and crypto hype, FOMO kicks in and gets us to $3,000. And last but not least, QNT utility is firing on all cylinders and gets us to $30,000. The reason why $30,000 is a very interesting point for QNT is because even at the market evaluation of course, like Ethereum right now, we'd be at about 26.8K. Bitcoin, of course, you guys can see it, 59K for an example. There's a lot of use case value behind QNT, not only in the sense of CBDCs and interoperability, but this is the major use case value that all banks are wanting and needing currently. We do see here from Gilbert Verdigan himself. It started back in 2013. To make blockchains compatible with ISO 222 to interoperate with existing financial systems, which led to establish an ISO TC 307 in 2015. And this is all connecting major DLTs to one. I could actually open this in a new tab for you guys to see. Here you guys have it. This is a massive gateway to almost every blockchain technology in this space. We're talking about Ethereum, Bitcoin, Stellar, Ripple. So understand the major use case value behind QNT. The best part about this entire article here, or I shouldn't say article, but overall, white paper pretty much, because that's what this is it's telling us that all of these will be connected at the heart of course, Overledger. Now, the best part about this is a multi-chain gateway which will connect all the way to Swift, to banks, to everything. So when we are talking about XRP or Ripple being the standard, this is essentially the solidification of this, because this is all going through one API, aka this Remit API. This is all planned out since 2013, and when we are talking about for an example, like Ripple settling trillions of dollars over their blockchain, aka RippleNet, right? Or like, for an example, Stellar. All of these blockchains will have to have that golden interoperability layer, which of course is all leading back to QNT. And there's so much more within this. I mean, QNT is working with the BIS, with MIT. This is all to build gateways for the next internet with even Intel and IBM. Goes jointly to market with Oracle, provides interoperability for Europe's biggest financial infrastructure, SIA, KPMG. I'm telling you guys, everybody's focused on what's the next big thing in crypto. Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, all of these networks are terrible. They're trash. And like the funny thing is that they're holding massive amounts of value, but for what? We literally have things right in front of us. This is why I say focus on the fundamentals. And we do see here, builds a banking network across South America and the Caribbean in cooperation, plus the international development banking, including CBDCs. Connects the UK government, Australia LAC chain, and the EBSI. Provides DLT interoperability for traditional exchanges, same for SBI Asia, and connects all in the tweet mentioned chains to add functionality and increase reach and usability. And this is the case. It's connecting literally everything within this market. I want you to all realize how massive of a network the Overledger will be, and it's all powered by Quant, aka QNT. And we do see here, digital money is seen as one of the biggest use cases of blockchain because every sector needs it. I'd argue interoperability is the biggest use case. It is required by every sector, but also every form of money. And this is exactly what we have been talking about. Okay, and we even see here, how does XRP's tech stack up against QNT's? Everybody's trying to compare and contrast these, but the problem is that you still need interoperability. This is the discussion layer between all of these networks to facilitate payments, process payments, and essentially communicate with one another by delivering messaging formats over one network to another network. Being able to connect in that interoperable way is its limitless potential. I mean, it's seriously, when we're talking about like $59,000, or maybe we're talking about even $26,000, $30,000, that's bare minimum prices in my opinion, especially when we are talking about this market having like over a $100 trillion market cap. I mean, it's essentially insane, because if you think about a $100 trillion market cap and this at $1 trillion, that's when we're talking about almost $75,000 per QNT. And I know that that is crazy for a lot of individuals, and I know a lot of people will probably say, there's no way, this is unlikely, it's not going to happen. But that's the thing, okay? Understand the fundamentals behind QNT, understand the technology behind Quant, and that is where you will find the true dollar evaluation. Of course, none of us know exactly how big this will be. All I know is that when we are talking about $1 trillion market caps, Bitcoin having a $1 trillion, market cap solidifies the future for a lot of the top 10, top 25, top even 50 altcoins in this market. Because when we're talking about the future of this market, comparing it to prices of like stocks, for an example, Apple has a $3 trillion evaluation. Why? Okay, yeah, you could argue they make, phones, computers, etc. They're, at the end of the day, an operating system. Okay, this is the operating system of tomorrow. This is the operating system of the future. So when we're talking about a $3 trillion market cap, for an example, for Apple, look at what a $3 trillion market cap for QNT would be. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm just saying, understand the fundamentals behind Quant, and I'm telling you guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this video. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.